Hi guys, my name is Catherine Asher. I'm going to be talking to y'all today about community colleges and how their credits do not always transfer to a four-year university. As you know, most people do usually pick a community college as a way to save money, and also in a shorter time period you can normally get an associate's degree or some type of certification that you're aiming for. But it can also be a downfall in your future whenever you go to progress in that degree. One of the occasions that I personally have experienced is I went to Louisiana Tech and got my licensed practical nurse. I've been working for a couple of years now. Currently, I'm enrolled in South Louisiana Community College trying to get my associates as an RN. A big concern of mine is that whenever I do go to get my bachelor's degree, if I do decide to go to a four-year university, the credits will not transfer. I actually know for a fact. Even though SSC is a sister school of University of Louisiana, they're actually still very picky about what credits will transfer. Just about 4 or 5 will. So I kind of will be in the same situation where I am now if I decide to do it that way. So this is a huge downfall, and if you are planning on furthering your education in the future, you definitely need to pick something like mine. You can actually do online, but again, if I would want to bring that bachelor's up to some other form of degree and go to a four-year university, I would run into problems when it comes to transferring these degrees. A lot of times people choose these community colleges as a way to save money. That in itself you end up spending more money in the long run, because not only are you paying for the class at the community college, but you're paying to actually retake the class later on down the line. So not only have you spent more time and more money, you're literally just doing double the work, which clearly nobody wants to do. No one. They actually have had some institutions that have opened up in regards to this. There is actually one mentioned on USA News and World Report. The actual reporter gave the article. You can find it online on their website. It tells you about the National Institute for Student Transfer Credits. This was actually started in 2002 to help transition these credits and actually give people more rights in regards to getting their credits transferred from university to university. They originally expected this to last for about 10 years and kind of fizzle out at the end because all the issues should be resolved. Unfortunately, we're 15 years down the road, and personally, I don't see much progress. Some states have adopted some little instruments, I could say. Massachusetts is one of those. They adopted the Bill of Rights for student transfers. In that, they actually require that a university provide the student with criteria of why they will or will not accept a credit. And they have to do this prior to the person enrolling. So it really definitely is something that we need to learn and progress on. I definitely would not saying community college is a bad choice, just definitely this may be an obstacle that you come to later on down the line, especially since in today's society currently, most jobs, it used to be you could get away without a degree. Now, basically, you have a bachelor's. Eventually, they're going to want you to get even a master's. It's really, our times are progressing, and our degrees also, the demand for them are progressing. So it's something that you definitely want to think about in your future. I know for RNs in Texas right now, the hospitals are paying them to go back to school to get their bachelor's, but if they don't get it within the time frame that the hospital is giving them, they're actually letting them go. So this is something you might see in your future, and it is something you need to be aware of whenever you're planning your degree plan. Thank you, and you'll have a great evening.